What happens when you betray the Mafia? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you betrayed the Mafia? The Mafia is one of the most feared criminal organizations in the world. They are known for their extreme violence and their willingness to go to any lengths to protect their interests. So what would happen if you betrayed them? Let's find out. No. 6. You get bada-binged. The first thing that will likely happen when you betray the Mafia is that they will try to make an example out of you. This is known in Mafia culture as getting bada-binged. This involves having your body broken in such a way that it sends a message to other people who might be thinking about betraying the Mafia. The message is clear. If you cross us, this is what will happen to you. The severity of the beating can vary depending on the severity of your betrayal. However, in all cases, it will be bad enough to send a message to other people. Even if you are not killed during the beating, the physical and psychological trauma you experience can be just as damaging. Many people who have been beaten by the Mafia have suffered from PTSD and other mental health issues as a result. Number 5, forced to join them. Another thing that could happen is that you get forced to join the Mafia. This may sound like a good idea at first, especially if you think you can rise through the ranks and become a powerful mobster yourself. However, this is rarely the case. In fact, most people who are forced to join the Mafia end up being treated as second-class citizens. You will never really be accepted as one of them, and you will always be at risk of being killed or having your family killed. If you try to leave, there is no such thing as a pension plan for members of the Mafia. Once you are in for life. And if you want to get out, they won't help you out. In fact, they will do everything they can to keep you in the organization. You may think that you can escape the Mafia by going to the police, but this is rarely an option. The Mafia has a lot of power and influence, and they are not afraid to use it. They will likely have a lot of evidence against you that they can use to make sure you don't leave. For example, they know all of your secrets, and they could expose you if you try to leave. In some cases, the Mafia has even been known to put a price on the heads of people who try to leave. So even if you do escape the Mafia, you will always be looking over your shoulder, wondering if someone is out to kill you. Number 4, be made an offer you can't refuse. Another thing that could happen if you betray the Mafia is that they will make you an offer you can't refuse. This is usually in the form of a threat to your loved ones. The Mafia knows that you care about your family and friends, and they will use this against you. They will threaten to harm your loved ones if you do what they want you to do. This could involve giving them information, doing something for them, or even just staying quiet about what you know. The Mafia is not above hurting children or animals to make a point, so there is no telling how far they will go to make you cooperate. In most cases, the threat is enough to make you comply. After all, what choice do you have? But there have been cases where people have refused to cooperate with the Mafia. In these cases, the Mafia has not hesitated to carry out their threats. It is a scary thought, but it is a reality that these people live in every day. No. 3. Be put on ice. If you are not killed outright when you betray the Mafia, there is a chance that you will be put on ice. This is Mafia lingo for being put into the witness protection program. Basically, the Mafia will kill you and then bring you back to life later. They will change your appearance and give you a new identity so that you can testify against them in court. However, the Mafia will not hesitate to kill you again if they feel that you are not being helpful enough. In some cases, people who have been put on ice have testified against the Mafia and still ended up being killed. This should give you an idea of how dangerous the Mafia is. They are not afraid to kill their own people if they feel it is necessary. 2. Be disgraced publicly. Being put on ice is not the only way that the Mafia can punish you. They also have more creative ways of dealing with traitors. One of the most humiliating punishments the Mafia can give you is to be disgraced publicly. This could involve having your reputation ruined, being made an example of, or even being paraded through the streets like an animal. The Mafia wants to send a message to other people when they punish you. They do this by making sure that everyone knows what they have done to you. This is why you will often see scenes in Mafia movies where characters are paraded through the streets or hung upside down from buildings. It is all part of the Mafia's efforts to send a message to other people. 1. Sent to an early grave. Of course, the most likely thing to happen if you betray the Mafia is that you will be sent to an early grave. The Mafia is a ruthless organization, and they are not afraid to kill anyone who gets in their way. If you have information that could bring them down, they will kill you to keep you from testifying. They don't even care if you are related to them. In fact, they are more likely to kill your family members if you are close to them. This is because they know that you will be less likely to cooperate if they kill your family. As you can see, there's no easy answer when it comes to dealing with the Mafia. They are a powerful and dangerous organization, and you should not cross them. The best thing to do is to stay out of their way and hope that they do notice you. However, if you do find yourself in a situation where you need to deal with the Mafia, remember that they are not to be trusted. No matter what promises they make, they will not hesitate to break them if it benefits them. They are only interested in themselves and their own power. So if you think you can reason with them or negotiate with them, think again. The Mafia is all about power and control. They have no interest in listening to your side of the story. They will do whatever it takes to maintain their power and control, including killing you. So now, you know what happens when you cross the Mafia. Remember, they are not to be messed with. If you have any experience with the Mafia, please share your story below. We would love to hear about your experience. What did you think about this video? What other topics would you like us to discuss? Please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.